If you are running or thinking of running a small business, then don't click away for at least the first 5 minutes or so of this video. Now, if you're a small business owner, I'm sure you've heard about the importance of social media and reaching people online. And this, Arboristpredikan.se, is one of the businesses that I run. Now, although it may sound like it and look like it, I'm not one of these online people who want to sell you a course or sell you anything. This is actually my startup vlog. Welcome back to another vlog. This is episode 30 or 29, I think. And today I'm going to be talking about social media and how to run it, how I run it for my small business. Now, in my mind, contemporary social media has two roles. One is as a branding tool to communicate your personality, your branding, etc. You get what a brand is. The second of all is top of the funnel. The top of the funnel is how people find you, how they discover you, how they decide to purchase from you, so that it turns into this paper gold, i.e. online orders. Now, the first myth is that the number of followers that you have matter. For example, think you're an artist having a concert and you have filled the arena with 50,000 people. Sorry, just let me cut this rope. But all of them are standing there with ear protectors and facing the opposite way. You're performing here, but they're facing this way. This is kind of what it's like if you have a social media account with a lot of followers, but you're not getting the likes or the views or the engagement that you're hoping for, that you should get. This is why you see a lot of influencers hide the number of likes they have. They have 100,000 followers, they get, 250 likes, and then they hide how many likes they get to not show that they don't have any engaged audience. That's not social media anymore. Maybe a couple of years ago it was about followers, now it's all about reach. But that is also the good thing, because smaller social media accounts can get the same amount of reach as larger ones based on set to followers, but with the same effort and the same cost and the same level of input. Now, this is all kind of equalized to put us all on a similar level when it comes to social media. It's not about having a lot of followers anymore. It's not about having a big account anymore. It's about having engaging content that people watch. And they watch it because of one reason and one reason only: the amount of value that you provide. And what I mean by value is not that people are gonna make money watching your stuff, but rather that it's going to be something that they get out of it. Maybe it's humor. Humor is definitely value. People think that posting funny things or posting memes doesn't entail providing value, but it definitely can and definitely is included when I say the term value. Now we got to fill the order with some of these nice things. And value can also be things such as information. It can be things such as anything that will help their business or anything that will help them as a person. Something that they will watch, consume, and also get something out of it, and not just mindlessly see your stuff through their feed and ignore it. And this exact point is what many small businesses and very many large businesses get wrong. They have great quality content, but it doesn't provide any value. It's just stuff like, look at our product, buy from us, we now have this in store. People don't care. They don't care. Now again, this isn't a video to toot my own horn, but I have sold a couple of Instagram accounts. I did run a social media agency on the side for a little bit, so I'm not an expert by any means, but I know what's working for me, and I know what's worked for me, and I know it can work for you too. And now, to really hammer this point home, let me use the concept of personal finance to explain this concept. Say you are a business, you see all this lovely stuff, you want to buy some of this for your company, and of course that works great if you have made deposits into your account. You can't make a withdrawal, i.e. a purchase of any of these pieces of gear, if you have not first had business in your account and receive money inside of your account. Social media works exactly the same way. Think of it as the same type of thing. You can make withdrawals and you can make deposits. Deposits are instances when you provide value for your audience. For example, you provide them with entertainment, you provide them with some information, or anything like that. And withdrawals are the much more boring thing when you tell people to purchase my stuff, go to my website, look at my new products. The type of things where it doesn't really provide any value for them unless it's something that they really need. And there will be people here saying, my products are so good that it's going to provide value regardless. No, that's not how it works. It doesn't apply. It doesn't work like that. People are so overstimulated by information. There's stuff all over the place that if they really needed something, that's a quick Googling away. So their social media should be not filled with, oh, buy stuff from me, look at my products. Not that type of boring stuff. So those are the types of things that are deposits. And they're okay occasionally, like saying, hey, look at our sale. And you can still do that in a more fun way than just saying, look at our sale. I'll show you some examples in a little bit. But those are withdrawals, when you ask for something back from your audience. And to have a balanced personal finance, we all know that before I go and I make withdrawals from my own account, I must have made deposits. If I make too many withdrawals, more than I've made deposits, I'm gonna end up in a bad financial place. And when I was doing my social media agency a couple of years ago, I developed this model called the WCI model. Let me explain on the whiteboard. Now, the WCI model is deposits divided by the number of withdrawals should always be 4, and then you also need content. The DWCI model, that's how we say it, should entail that you have 4 times as many deposits into your social media bank account of value than you have withdrawals, and you should also have the content to do this, and you should have the interaction with your audience for this. Now, and people are always speculating what works with the algorithms, what's the type of stuff that you need to do for this to work, algorithmically speaking, and let me tell you, this is it. This is what's going to get people back to your account. You're going to provide more value than you ask for things, so they're going to be interested in your content. When they're interested in your content, Instagram, TikTok, Google, you pick platform is going to see this, and they're going to see that you're keeping people on their platform, which is essentially what they want, because that's how they make ad revenue. Someone's calling. I need to take this later after I've explained this. Make ad revenue, and that's what makes them push your content. Now, let me show you some good examples and some bad examples of content. Now, okay, I'm going to hop over here, and I'm going to pop a screen up here. So, now I'm going to show you a little bit quickly some of the examples. So, Arbeidsbutikken is one of the accounts that I run. This is the store that we're in right now. First of all, I want to highlight, we don't have that many followers, 8,660. However, if you take a look at our latest reels, it's 70,000 views, 382,000 views, 1 million views, 114,000 views, 137,000 views, 37,000 views, 53, 5,000. Quite a lot of views in a very niche area and a very niche industry for a relatively small account. But if you look at the reels we're creating, there are a couple of different ones. So, for example, here's an example of a reel that created value. So, one of the common questions in the arborist world is what is the difference between a CE marking and an ANSI marking? CE is essentially a European quality standard, whereas an ANSI is an American one. So if I then first catch people's, I don't have to show you, if I first catch people's attention with an interesting video of some cool piece of gear, you just need people's attention for 3 seconds. If you can capture it for 3 seconds, Instagram is going to continue showing your reel. And this applies to TikTok, this applies to YouTube. It's just for ease of use, I'm going to show Instagram right now. But this applies to all platforms. And then you say check the description, and then you write a nice explanation in the description that explains all of this. You're providing value, you're providing information. So you're first catching people's attention, and then you're providing information. Same thing with a couple of other of these. Same type of thing, and they all get a lot of views. You can also post some interesting content in the type of way that do memes. Like here's a meme, for example, 8,000 views, decent, etc. So that's a couple of different ways to provide value. And then when you do make a withdrawal, for example, like this one, you can still make it fun. New mods, Through-Line Pop-Box, the new Rook, Magniato, Nodnet Throwaways, available now in the store. You see, you're asking to look at your products, and you're doing it in a fun way. And as you can see, I hope you're understanding what I'm getting at here. You gotta provide value, you gotta provide some information, you gotta provide some entertainment, and hopefully you combine the two. Also, make sure that it's quality content. If it's, 360 pixels, no one's gonna watch it. Make sure it's good content that provides some value and that's interesting and relevant to the audience that you're trying to reach. And if you do this, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, they will push your stuff automatically. Now, let's hop on over to one of our competitors. For example here, Skogma is one of our competitors. They have 3,248 followers. It's a much broader company, but the segment that we offer, they offer as well. And they probably, I think they have a revenue that's 25 times ours because they sell large machinery as well. But if you look at their content, their page is full of withdrawals. Here, okay, they have some weird, no, not weird. They have some cool log handling thing. And it's new, 23 likes. We go over to the next thing, another product, 23 likes. Another product, 45 likes. Same things with their types of reels. This is nice, it's good quality content, but it's just promoting a product, and there's no context whatsoever. They're getting, 1,000 views at best, which is not that great when you have 3,200 followers, and when you can see that stuff like ours can get upwards of, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. So this is an example of how not to do social media as a brand. Second of all, now I hate to say this is also, because this is something that always disturbed me when I was working here, and this is a great company, a fantastic product. By the way, I still have the referral link in my comments down below if you need music or sound effects for your videos. But this social media is the same type of stuff. 319,000 followers with a massive audience and the opportunity to do so much good in terms of providing value. You can show editors how to edit videos. You can do show editors how to use your product. You can show how to use the soundscapes, whatever. There's so many different ways to provide value to a video editor niche. But what they choose to do,
did a playlist that brings all the pieces.
It's boring. It's a nice video, but it's boring. It doesn't capture your attention within 3 seconds, so people are definitely scrolling away. And the content that there is, I mean, it's nice content, but it doesn't provide any value to the audience. There's no incentive for people to watch this. If they had provided value, say, for example, shown how to do particular things on social media, different video editing hacks, etc., I would bet that it's so much better. Now, Coca-Cola Sweden, also a multi-billion-dollar brand, even in Sweden. You see the stuff that they're posting? 11,000 views for an account like that. Or it's boring stuff. It's generic. You've paid some like marketing agency with some older people, some younger people, whatever, but older thinking to do something for you, and then produce something like this. I mean, yeah, it's cool content, it's nice, it's high quality, but on social media it won't work because it doesn't provide any value, it doesn't stand out, it's not interesting, it's generic, it's boring, and it's a withdrawal more than anything. Now, if we take a look at, for example, Ryanair, this is a company that does this completely differently. So if you look, again, their reach is completely different. Of course, they have 1.4 million followers, but if you take some of the reels, like they have reels upwards of, millions of views, and these things are fun, they're interesting. Video memes. Like, they've embraced this thing that it's a budget airline, they're fun, they're, dynamic, and they do content like that. And people think that, Ryanair, it's just memes. They reach so many more people than any other brand that I've shown here today because they make fun stuff. They make stuff that's interesting. They make stuff that people care about. They make stuff that people want to watch. And if we take another example, we can take Chipotle, for example. Again, here, meme. Fun stuff.
Oh my god, I love Chipotle.
2.9 million views. Stuff like this that's entertainment or that's providing value. It gets you so many more views and so much more reach than the boring stuff that the businesses that you know of post. So if you're running, now I'm not going to dive more into this today, but if you're running a small business or if you're running social media for a small business, then definitely try to provide value more than you deposits. And now we have a big, I'm not sure if you can see that bad boy, big DHL truck pulling up, which means that we're getting a delivery. So I'm gonna pick that up and we're gonna continue the day. But I hope you can take something away from this whole social media talk. Provide more value than you ask for value in return. Make content that's fun, engaging, interactive, and also make sure to interact with your audience. Answer comments, go to random people's pages and comment and leave a like, etc., so that people see you, they see that you're in a community, building a community. And yeah, those are my tips. That's what I've learned from working here, from all of my past experiences. If you have anything in addition, feel free to comment down below. But now let's get on with the rest of the day. Working in a place like this, but it's around 4 o'clock on a Friday. We're gonna call it a day in the store there because we're actually heading out to the archipelago for an event. Now I know this was already a very long video and I'm about to sun sneeze, avoided it, and I'm not gonna make it any longer, so we're gonna call it an end to the video there, but we're gonna pick up for the next video, which is gonna be like a weekend in the life type of thing. That we're gonna make it a little bit more compact. So this video was about social media, that was the main focus, and we're gonna leave it at that. So if you like this type of content, then feel free to subscribe. It's completely free of charge. If you have any other social media tips, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.